Hey my friends, in this video I want to show you about used to and usually. I want to explain the differences about when we use used and when we use used and when are some of the classic mistakes students have. Alright, let's go. So we have seen before in the videos that used or used can be both, right? For example, one idea is I used a computer to make this course is an action or a service. And then I used to do it is a past habit or routine. Now, to use something is using a thing with an action, right? And to use a car to go to work, to use a phone to call someone, to use a computer to prepare this video, for example. Now, here is an example of a past habit or a past routine. I used to go to bed really late at 1 or 2 a.m. Now, I usually go to bed early at 10:30. Now, this is real. This is my life. When I was younger, when I was 23 or 24, I used to go to bed really late at 1 or 2 a.m. Now, I usually go to bed early at 10:30 because I'm older. I am 32, so I usually do it. Now, here's where people make the mistake. The idea of the past habits, the past ideas, is I used to go to bed, the past routine, right? But for some languages, this is a complete verb. And for you guys, sometimes you can use this verb in the present tense, talking about habits. But here's a classic mistake. People say, I used to go to bed early. When really what you mean is, I usually go to bed early. And this is the classic mistake. So be careful in your speaking. If you say, I used to go to bed early, when really you mean now, you mean like a routine, you will confuse the other person. The other person will understand the past. And this is a really important point to not have confusion or problems when you are speaking. Now, here's, for example, is an old habit. This is me, this is real. I used to have long hair when I was a teenager. Now, of course, you can look now. I usually cut my hair short. But you can see in the photo from 12 years ago, this is so embarrassing, I used to have long hair when I was a teenager, okay? Now again, used is both. I used a computer to make this course, action or service. I used to do it, the past habit in a routine. So when you have an action or service, the S is really like a Z. I used. Try with me. I used. And in the past, I used to do it. And really when you have used to, it's like in the rest of the course, have to, gotta, wanna. So used to. That's much, much better, more native pronunciation. I used to do it every day. I used to do it. I used to do it every day as a past habit, past routine, okay? So let's see some nice examples about using it in two different ways. One is use, another is used to. Ready? Let's go. What kind of software did you use? I used a video editing software. I used a video editing software. I used to play guitar every day, but I do not have the time now. I used to play guitar every day, but I don't have the time now. I used to play the guitar every day, but I don't have the time now. We used to work with them, but we haven't seen them in years. We used to work with them, but we haven't seen them in years. We used to work with them, but we haven't seen them in years. The transport system here used to be much worse. The transport system here used to be much worse. Used to be much worse. We used the money we had to buy a small apartment. We used the money we had to buy a small apartment. We used the money we had. Okay guys, that ends this video about used and used to. In the next video, I want to explain about how we can use used in two very important expressions about to get used to doing something and to be used to doing something. Expressions we use every day, and I'm going to show you all the little secrets to have a great accent and make no mistakes in the grammar. See you there, guys.